Sunday morning. This is what got finished yesterday, fairly late on. I managed to basically get the frame in, and I've also laid a slab there. If Kaz doesn't like it, we can always put tiles on it, but we've had a bit of an issue because it's raining today. We had a little bit of thunder yesterday, but it didn't come to note. But today she's looking, don't know, difficult to say in Portugal. Another hour it could all be sunshine, so I'm not grumbling about the temperature because it isn't particularly cold. Right, going back to the project. Today I've got to start trying to secure this frame and tidy up these walls. It's obviously there's a lot of rendering to do, so it's going to take quite a while, but we'll just soldier on with it. That's all I can do. Right, we're going to do some remedial work on this. Now, I've mentioned several times you've got to be careful here because all this here is just crumbling mud. Now, if you're not careful, you end up taking too much out. So what I've tried to do, there's several different ways. I've been watching different people, different methods, but this is just mud, look. Now, I don't want to, I've got to go back a bit because the bottom line is mud's fine. It's held this house together for nearly 100 years, but if I'm replacing mud with something a bit stronger, i.e. Portland cement and mortar, I want to make sure that I go back far enough so the plan really is to take some of this surface mud out. Alright, and look how far it goes back in. If you're not careful, you can end up taking the old wall down. Look at that, look how easy it is to, this is what you've got to be careful of. So what I'm going to do is just break out what I think I should do. Start at the bottom, I think, when I get going properly, and build that up. Take the mud out, build it back up with proper cement as far back as I feel happy with. Build it, let it set, and then go again, because you can keep going and you're weakening the wall really. But the other thing is, everything is so dusty. I've mentioned on several occasions I've ended up looking like I don't know what really, a very mucky person. Due to the fact that I can't get a shower here yet, strip washes or cold baths are the only things I can have, or boiled water, and I can't imagine me boiling 2 or 3 gallons of water just to have a bath. I'd sooner have a strip wash or a cold bath, depending on the temperature. But today's quite miserable actually. T-shirts and shorts, but it's not warm at all yet. I know it's still early doors, but right, that's going to be enough of that. I'll show you the other trick that I've learned since I've been here, off YouTube again. Using a air gun is a better way of getting rid of the dust than trying to sweep it out with a brush. If you look, I can blow it. Then we will wet it down and start building it up again. Right, once again I will film a bit as I go along. This is just showing you what I'm doing. You don't really need to see me doing it, I don't think. So So we'll call that it for the moment.
Aqui é zero, vai se relaxando, fica aqui uma rapazinha.
A fundura já lá está. Ali da máquina para lá, 50 centímetros.
Water Authority come to level up the roads. Looks like we're having a new road. Perhaps it's just a local garden of weeding. He does well with that digger, because he ain't got much room to work with. Tuesday morning. This process is edging forward. Got issues now with the beams. I'm not happy that I made them, but the cracking, I've had to take the weight of the brickwork from above it. I don't think there's a lot of weight to carry above it really. Originally it was done, obviously bricked all the way to the top, so I'll put the bricks back on top, or the stonework, but it's only got to hold that beam and a few tiles on the end there, and I personally think that if I can get some beams across there, and instead of putting this big heavy rock back up, just put some Tijolo type bricks in the middle, and then just face it, the outside and the inside, with a small amount of rock to make it, or stonework to make it look right. I don't need to have these great big stones that they've got in here, which, you know, a lot of them are very heavy. It takes a lot to lift them up. I don't know how they did it originally. They must have block and tackles, or 2 or 3 people lifting them at a time, because it's been a struggle getting them up in the air, and consequently I've been using smaller ones that I can manage myself. But like I said, I don't think above the lintel or above the door there's only a gap of about a foot, and I don't think it needs to be massive stonework. I think, like I said, I'll put some facing stones front and back, and in the middle of it I think I'll just put something lightweight but structurally sound. With them Tijolo bricks should be fine for doing that job. I need a beam that doesn't sag under its own weight more than anything, because these do, but purely for the fact that the sag doesn't look very nice to the eyes. So I'm going to find out what I can use that is solid across there, and I may even have another go at making another one, but obviously I'll make it with more reinforcement in it. Right, so there we are. I've got some jobs to do uptown today, and I've got a bit of carpentry to do as well, so I'll show some as and when I do it. Morning everybody. Not very good night's sleep last night. I was absolutely frozen. Couldn't get warm at all. In fact, I ended up this morning getting up at 4:45, making myself a good English breakfast, plenty of cups of coffee. Problem was, this is the area that I've been working on. I'll just turn the camera around again. As you can see, although I've blocked it in at night time, there's a gap all over the place. Then I've got this dust sheet mesh, which is not working very well, to be honest with you, but it does keep some of the dust off. There's my bed. So any blast that came through yon window got through to me eventually, and I think, if I'm honest with you, I probably overdid it yesterday a bit. I was very tired, didn't get finished till 9:30 at night, and I was cold by then, and I couldn't, there's no heating of any sort in the place, so I tried just body heat, keep myself going, but I couldn't sleep, so hence I got up early this morning, and I thought the best thing I can do is really to get some breakfast down, eat and get physical, and hope that the sun comes out later to bring me out. So today's project, or part of it, is moving a load of this again. It's been the dumping ground, it always has been the dumping ground here. There's a lot of rock there and soil. I've been dreading doing this in one sense, but I'm going to have a go at it today until I get physically knackered. And if I have to take it over 2 or 3 days, I will do. This is how far I've got from the outside, looking at the French doors or windows, whatever you call them. So consequently, all the brickwork from that 22-inch wide wall and the height of the doors has been chucked down here, saving me having to carry it down, obviously. So there's quite a bit of tonnage there to move, but it will get moved, and it'll keep me warm. I don't know what sort of day we're going to get today. Can't really tell yet. It's not particularly warm. Let's have a look, see what the temperature is. I've got a thermometer on the inside of the shed. This is normally the coolest part of the house, actually. But at the moment we're reading, where are we? 60 degrees. Just under 60 degrees. Whoops, sorry. Just under 60, look. Or 11. Not very warm at the moment at all. Hence the reason I've got my jeans and my jumper on today, which I had to have on yesterday as well for the first time since I've been here in 3 weeks. It's been t-shirts and shorts the rest of the time. So while it's staying a bit cooler, plenty of cups of coffee to keep me going, and plenty of physical work. If you did any harm, I'll report back a bit later. Chorizo. Tap for driving skills. Muito bem. End of another day. I've lost track what day of the week is and what week we're at actually, but today we've got completion of this side of the window. Now the interesting thing here is that this beam for the barn snapped there, look, because of old age. Know how it feels. And look at this for an ingenious device, look. That's an heavy old middle part of me wood burning stove, the boiler part of it, cast iron, solid as a rock. So I'll put the old plank out there, look, climb on here, and then I can get on with doing what I was doing. And eventually when we get this roof changed for a flat one, block and beam, we'll be able to sit out here and look at this for a view. Being outside of the building, totally different complex on just staring straight forward. And I cannot wait for the next stage of this to be done. You'll have to excuse, like everything else, I'm afraid it's you don't make an omelette without breaking eggs, so there's a lot of junk and crap lying around, but it'll all get tidied up before we go. Right, that's what I've been doing partially today, but the biggest part of the job has been a bit boring, really. I had a quick look to see what I could do with knocking the chimney breast down. I might have a go at that tomorrow. I just want to see what it's made of, and it's these Tijolo bricks, whatever they call them. Right, let me just take you down stairs again to the... Oh, I will give you an update on the Water Authority, because they've been again today. Scraped all the road. Now we had here a bit of the wall knocked down when they put the meter in, and we built it up. We concreted in ourselves, and they've knocked it down again, so obviously they've got to come back and, because that's a runoff drain. I can't believe that they won't replace that, but we'll see. There'll be a complaint if they don't, because it had one, well, unless they're making an alternative to accommodate. Where's it taking you? Oh no, we don't want, I won't go that way around because it's all locked up. Take you through the main door again. Right. Yes, so we're progressing. I haven't put any more rows on this side. This is going to be bedroom number 1, small bedroom, and that is the bathroom. I have put one more row of them on tonight because I'm in the process now of putting the glass windows in. You know, the glass, these bad boys. Because obviously it's a dark old place and you have to use whatever light you can get. Now we'll have some from the front door, or anything from the outside shooting through from that way, but there's no exterior windows here in the bedroom. So there's one in the front door now, which Ross put in, and there's one above the vanity unit in the bathroom. But before that, they were just solid doors. The Portuguese love being in the dark. I don't know why, but, well, I do. It's the heat, isn't it? But now today, the majority of the day, I've just been bashing stones and moving them around. And as you can see from what we've got done here, there's about a quarter of it done. and it's took near enough all of today to do. So I don't think I'm going to be able to say yes, I can get it done in 4 days, but it's one of them jobs that you have to keep coming back to. That's really where the level I want it to be, down there. Now, I don't know whether this camera picks it up particularly well or not, but I'm going downhill. This is outside ground level. And that there is the level of the main house. Kaz wanted quirkiness and little nooks and crannies. Well, she'll certainly get it here, because you've got to come down some steps and around the corner to get to your next level. And they're going to be on 2 different levels, I think. This side over here is going to be 1 level. And I think the other side here is possibly going to be slightly higher, but it'll be at a different level as well. So you'll end up coming out the main house into the barn, and then you'll have a choice to go left or right, depending on where you're going and depending what the rooms are going to be, because still haven't decided what they're going to be yet. Got to repair that before I go, and I've got to put the tiles back up on there, but I've still got another couple of weeks yet before I'll start panicking about that. Right, it's time now to finish off a little bit upstairs and then have a bit of tea, because it's getting on a bit yet again. So I will bid you a fond farewell for the moment, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye for now. Oh. Hi guys. Hope I'm in focus. This is just a little bit of proof for me missus, Kaz, bless her. She doesn't think I look after myself. So I've stopped for a bit of dinner. And today I've made myself a cheese toastie and some beans. Let's just give it a go. Lovely. Also, keep my fruit intake. I've got some melon there for afters, but I'll just show you what I look out at while I'm having my dinner. I'm fed up being indoors, so I'm in the window space looking outside. This morning I've got on with the bathroom wall. Quite happy with that. I'm having to wait now for the cement to set. I may have another go at doing a bit more on that wall. Tomorrow I'm going to take the wood off this side, see how it's happened, what's happened to it. This afternoon I feel the urge to knock the chimney breast down. So if I do decide to go that way, I'll film a bit of it for you. Okay. Right, I've had a bit of lunch. Now I'm going to attempt the fireplace. Okay. You've heard the saying about closing the stable door after the horse is bolted. This is what's happening here with me, because I'm so disgusted of the dust and absolutely everywhere. Even though I did put this netting sort of stuff up, it kept some of it at bay, but not most of it. And because the roof space opened up now, the dust has gone up into the atmosphere, onto the roof. And these old houses, the move and the creak, and you close the door and loads of dust falls on top of you. So I've had a sweep through before I start, which sounds a bit daft, I know, but I'm now going to attempt to bash it about a bit. Once I've got this out of the way, that's going to be the last of the mucky jobs. So after that, I can start tidying up this side of the room, because this is the living quarters and it's horrible. So I'm going to attempt to film a bit of this. If it don't work or it gets too dusty, I'll just have to switch it all off. But I'll see how we get on. I ain't, if I can get the camera to stay still. I've got a different stand for it now. I can't find my original one. I don't know what's happened to it. It's here somewhere, but I just can't find it. So I've had to buy another one from the China shop. It's got stiff legs on it instead of bendy legs. So a lot of the time it won't behave itself. I'm going to start bashing, and if the camera falls on the floor, you know it doesn't work. Right, here goes. We'll see how it goes. And if it goes all right, I shall then get masked up and everything. But I just want to give a quick go to start with. Right, that looks all right, doesn't it? Whoops. Right, as you can see, it's not too dusty, but I'm now going to get my gloves and my mask and everything and take it down a bit steadier so I can take it a bit easier with the dust flying about. And I'll show you a report back later. Thursday the 25th of May, 7:01 PM. I've decided tonight to call that it. By the clock, not by how far I've got on with the job. Because I really want to have all of this chimney down, but I've been taking my rubbish away as I've been doing it. So there's another half a day or a day's work there, but it can come tomorrow, it doesn't matter. What I have done today, apart from seeing daylight, is a bit more construction on the bathroom. I've got to the point now where we're so beg your pardon, not the bathroom, the bedroom. I've got up to window height and window first fitting. Now I'm pretty good at doing these ideas. I have wonderful ideas, and I start putting them together and I think I'm going to finish that. But I've got it in, or half of it in. It's getting it so I can fit the rest of it. Obviously I'm going to brick up this side, and I've got to secure it to the roof. Yeah. But these problems are here for us to solve, aren't they? Now, all this bashing about with the chimney and trying to get all the mucky jobs out of the way, it's slow going because I'm breaking my brickwork up as well, and adding it to the muck pile, well, the stone pile out here, because I've said on several occasions this is all going to be laid out. All of those big rocks have got to go out the back, and then I'm going to spread all of this lot out to give me a level, and then the steps come down to it. But I don't know until I've got rid of all my crappy stuff, which is the rest of that chimney really, and then I can start gauging where the level's going to be. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm going to make myself a bit of tea, and I'm going to have, in theory, an early night, as in I'm not going to do any more work. I'm going to get scrubbed up and have a bit of tea, and I'll report back tomorrow. Here's tonight's offering. It's just for proof for Kaz, because she don't think I'm looking after myself properly. Ooh. So we've got a bit of cow, some chips, peas, 2 rounds of bread. Now if that ain't filling, I don't know what is. That'll do me till the morning. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please like and subscribe. It does help the channel grow. Okay, forward to seeing you on the next one. Should be coming out in a couple of days. Bye for now.